Welcome to Northwynd 2, Episode 6. In this episode, I'm going to be doing the iron mines in Sorrowdusk, and I am level 6. I've had some pretty good luck with questing so far. I haven't had any more deaths, and even tried stepping it up a couple times. After I finished the R1 Fire Caves Part 1 video, I tried the second part on R2 and actually did really well. I had a little bumpy spot at the at a group of hellhounds. I couldn't get a fire shield scroll off, and they hit me pretty hard with some fireballs, but pulled out the win without any deaths. And after that, I did red willows. And then when I logged on today, I was feeling really good about things, so I decided I would start with trying my first R3 solo with Mira's Sleepless Nights. I figured, it's a really short one, so if it goes wrong, I'll just restart it. But I was able to pull off an R3 solo in there in just 5 minutes, so that was really cool. Other than that, just been doing R1s for the rest of the day. And so let's start with taking a look at the quests that I did. I've been posting groups for everything that I've been doing all day today, and nobody has joined them. Last night when I did Red Willows, I had a person join, but that was it. And so I've noticed a lot of the LFMs that I'm seeing, people are still running Reaper quests at 2 over level. What used to be, used to run Elite quests at 2 over level, so that was normal, but there are a lot of people that still haven't gotten used to running quests on base normal level for maximum Reaper XP, and that's really important. You really want to try to get used to running quests at base normal level if you're going to be running them on Reaper mode, because you're going to get more XP that way. If you do it 2 over level like you would with doing elites, you're going to lose 50% Reaper XP, and so there's a lot of Reaper XP that you can lose out on during the course of your heroic lives, and there is a significant amount of Reaper XP that can be gained during your heroic lives without, spending a ton of extra time. Yes, there's a lot of great XP available at endgame, but don't discount the XP that you can get during heroic. So really try, once you get to that point where you're ready for Reaper mode, really try to get used to running them at base normal level and not 2 over like you were with elite streaking. But if you are a newer player, and that's what this series is designed for, don't stress about trying to do Reaper mode. If you're really new, do whatever difficulty you're comfortable with. Maybe that's elite, maybe that's hard, maybe it's normal or even casual. That's just fine at whatever level you feel comfortable with, at whatever difficulty you feel comfortable with. Once you've gotten to a point where you feel good about elite, you feel comfortable you're doing elites, then it can be time to step it up to Reapers. So don't stress about Reapers, especially during your first life. I really feel like if you're a brand new player, your time is better spent learning the mechanics of the game, learning the quests, and learning, what builds you like to play, etc. And don't stress out about, trying to do the highest difficulty. Don't even stress about elites or elite streaking. I mean, when you're a first lifer, there's so much XP available, and you don't need as much XP to level a first lifer as you do a second or third lifer. So don't worry about, bravery streak or anything like that. Like I said, just focus on learning the quests, learning game mechanics, and learning how you like to play the game. When you get comfortable with all that, then you can start stepping it up. Okay, so what else did I do? I did Caged Trolls and Forgotten Caverns. That's an important one because you want to get your house K favor, start opening up some extra bank space. Did the Miras, Purge the Heretics. Purge the Heretics and Caged Trolls are real short ones, and they're not particularly good regular XP, but for the time spent, they're actually decent Reaper XP. So I really like to do the short, easy ones, and they're going to give about the same amount of Reaper XP as any other quest of that level range. Did Red Willows, Ruined Halls. Again, House K favor. Troglodytes Get out in Three Barrel Cove. That's another high XP one. You want to make sure you hit those Three Barrel Cove quests, and that's where I am. And so, I'm choosing to do a video of the iron mines in Sorrowdusk because, well, all of Sorrowdusk fits in that category of they're pretty easy. It's an older pack, and a lot of times the older content, the mobs just don't hit as hard as newer content. So each one of these parts can be done in like 5 or 10 minutes, and considering the time spent, is a decent place to pick up a little bit of Reaper XP. And where am I with Reaper XP? Still just 3 Reaper points, but only 2,000 to go. I'll be getting that next level probably for sure. We'll see. And as you can see, I'm already well into level 7 here, so after I finish Iron Mines, I'm going to be taking level 7. We'll take a look at the enhancements now. So, Spring's Resurgence is so awesome. This is one that's, I noticed that a lot of newer players or folks that are newer to Druid overlook this one. This one is so huge, and you need to make it a priority to get it and cast it on yourself at the beginning of every quest. And what this does is when you drop below 50% health, it's an automatic heal, and a big heal for lowbie heroics, but this can be valuable even right through, I use it right through endgame. And so it's a real lifesaver. Like you go through a trap or a hard-hitting mob or something like that, that automatic heal kicks in, and when it procs, it throws like little leaves on the ground. So that's like your visual cue that it has procced. So when you see that, get used to just recasting it right away as soon as you see the leaves. And then I've got the Salt Ray SLA up to tier 2. This hasn't been hitting as well as I'd like. This is a great SLA. The force damage that it does is not much to speak of, but it's the stunning effect. So this is a ray spell. Druids, I don't know if we have a lot of ray spells, or if this may be even the only one. In any event, ray spells have double the range of other spells, so that's another nice thing about Salt Ray, is that it'll shoot a lot farther than your other spells if you need to hit a mob that's pretty far away. But the stunning effect is really nice. It is landing, but not as well as I'm used to, like on Ginger. This is an evocation spell, and so it would benefit from like Sorcerer Past Lives, for example. Every Sorcerer Past Life that you have gives +1 to evocation DC, and you can stack Past Lives up to 3 times. So like I say in my build post, as far as class Past Lives, Sorcerer is the most important one for a caster Druid, because a lot of your spells are evocation. Earthquake, for example, is a huge Druid spell, and that is evocation. Salt Ray and Call Lightning at this level are a couple of evocation spells. So having those Sorcerer Past Lives, really important. If you decide that you really like Druid, I would highly recommend that you get your 3 Sorcerer Past Lives, and you'll probably have some fun playing Sorcerer along the way. It's a fun class to play. So that's where the enhancements are. Oh, I also picked up the tier 3 +1 max caster level for spells of your appropriate season. So I'm running in winter season, so that's affecting my Creeping Cold and my Call Lightning. Alright, I already showed the Reaper points. What about the Wolf? Don't know that there's a lot to say there. I think I had this last time. This might be a different Vorpal collar actually than I showed in the last video, because I know I had the one that had Insight, and I wasn't crazy that the Insight grabs extra aggro. Now I found one that has Deception on it, which reduces aggro, so I decided to go with that one instead. And yeah, this is the same armor as I had last time. On the enhancement side, just continue. I think I picked up Wolf Bite 2, Wolf Pack Bite 2 since the last video. Okay, on the spell side, let's see. I picked up Cure Moderate Wounds, so when I need an emergency heal, I hit that. I've got it maximized in Empower. I'm not using this for maintenance healing. I'm using wands for maintenance healing. But if I need a quick emergency heal, I'm going to hit that. And then, let's see, I'm not sure if I picked up Gust of Wind since last time, but this is really nice to blow out persistent AoEs like firewalls. I also picked up Cat's Grace. I don't have a dexterity item, so having a little bit extra dexterity is nice because it helps with your like reflex saves, like against traps, for example, and also affects your armor class. For my 6th level feat, I took Shield Mastery, so it gives me some extra PRR, which is nice. And let's take a look at where the gear is. I think several pieces have changed since the last video. So still using the Archmagi Vibrant Purple Iron Stone. This has been really great in helping to extend, having the more mana is really liberating compared to, I remember when I was doing the first Northwynd series, mana was really tight. That was a serious issue for me. And having the Vibrant Purple Iron Stone as well as Illyri, who, the hireling that I talked about, the Gold Seal hireling that I can bring out anywhere in a dungeon, and I can get Divine Vitalities from her for about 200 spell points every 5 minutes if I need to. So I have used her quite a bit too. So I can definitely feel a difference between the first series and now as far as like, how tight spell points are. I found an Evocation Focus 2 necklace, so that's pretty cool. It has Spell Sight 4 on there. I think I have Spell Sight elsewhere. Yeah, I got 4 on here as well. So Sheltering 9 on the hat, so that's new. I forgot to show my shield last time. I had a shield with Sheltering 9 on it. I had mentioned the Sheltering and the other items I showed was redundant, but it was because it was on the shield, which I did not show. Got a Wisdom 4 goggles. The open lock is meaningless to me, but I was really happy to get a Wisdom 4 item, so that's pretty cool. And this is the same armor as last time. Got the Sapphire Moderate Fortification in there. Can't emphasize enough how important fortification is. Get as much as you can, as early as you can. And, level 4, 75% is the minimum. Level 8, 100% is the minimum. You can have a level 8, 100% fortification, heavy fortification augment that you can, if you don't have one laying around, you can go buy one from one of the traders for 12 shards. The bracers are the same. I think that my next tier is level 7, so as soon as I get done here, I'll probably run some challenges and get the level 7 version. That's going to be my priority as soon as I can upgrade these to the next level tier. This is the same, Constitution 2, False Life 8. I was happy to find some 20% Striders, and that's got a guard on there too, so that's kind of cool, a little extra bonus. Here I've got Devotion 46 and Resistance 2 on the gloves, so these are different than last video. I found another Ice Lord Glaciation Ring that was better than the one I had, so very happy to upgrade that. A little bit higher stats. Dodge 3, Strength 3 on the belt, that's the same as last time, and the Cloak of Flames is the same. And so I'll be making that a priority to upgrade that when I get to next level. My shield is the, I've got just Spell Resistance 7, Sonic Guard 2, those aren't particularly exciting. I mean, the guard's nice, but, those aren't stats that I'm going to go out of my way for. It just was a shield, couldn't really find anything better, so it was a shield to use. And I'm still using the +2 Vorpal Scimitar of Draining. I did find a +3 Vorpal Dagger of Draining with a red slot, but I couldn't really find a ruby that I was crazy about. If I can find like a Ruby Eye or Meteoric Star Ruby for a decent price, I'll probably pick one up, stick it in there, and start using that. But that little Ruby of Lesser Flame that I had just isn't making that enticing enough to use over my Scimitar. But I would love to be using the dagger if I had a cool augment to put in there. I also found a Vorpal Returning Dart. This was a neat find, and it's got Stabbing 4 as the secondary ability, so you definitely want to have a throwing weapon. You never know when you're going to need to get a mob's attention from really far away, or if you need to hit a ranged lever. Make sure you have a throwing weapon or a ranged weapon with you at all times. It shocks me how many even veteran players, you get in a situation like you do in Von 5, and you need somebody to range the lever down, and These people have been playing the game for 6, 8 years. You're like, oh, I don't have a ranged weapon. Like, you gotta have this on every tune. At all times. It doesn't matter if it's a stupid little, level 1 throwing dagger or something. Just have something that you can range a lever with or something like that when you need to. Don't be that guy that's in Bond 5. I don't have a throwing weapon. Let's see, what else? I picked up, I had mentioned that maybe it would be a good idea to pick up some Wands of Bull Strength, and I also picked up a Wand of Cat's Grace, and so I'm using that to throw on my Wolf and my summons to make them a little tougher, and using Wands saves mana, that way I'm not casting it from my mana pool. I'm just using the Wands, which is, essentially free. Alright. Don't think there's anything else I want to mention in the inventory. I don't think anything else is new. Okay. Let's do the quest. Okay, here we are. Yep, we're just gonna do one skull. These ogres can hit pretty hard. Their triple hits can be kind of terrifying. I'm hitting the wolf with Spring's Resurgence and both the wands. And bring out the summon. And I hit the summon with Spring's Resurgence and both the wands. Top off the wolf. Looks like he's got a little damage running through the Slayer zone. Top myself off. And here we go. So that time the Salt Ray stunned him. I've never really tried using the Gust of Wind for the knockdown effect, so I want to try using that. That's something that could be nice. I do have it hotkeyed, so I just need to remember to try to work that into my spell rotation. It is evocation, so that's a reflex save. A lot of mobs don't have good reflex saves, which is one of the things that a big reason why Earthquake is so awesome. Stunned him with Salt Ray. Hell yeah. The wolf got stuck down there, so we'll call him to us. Oh no, we got the rare and he's a champ. That's scary. But he is a winter wolf. And I bet that he doesn't like produce flame. Yeah, take that, powder. I'm going to park my wolf here because I don't want him to die in the traps. Here you really want to be patient. And one thing that can be helpful is look sideways. When you're looking forward at these traps, it's hard to get a good depth perception sometimes. But if you jump sideways, you can see where the traps are a little bit better. Or you can just run through straight. The trap box is there if you have a trapper. But I don't. And now I'm going to call my wolf to me, and he goes right to me. He doesn't have to run to me. He just, teleports right to me, which is nice. here you want to make sure you got your 10 kills to activate Reaper XP. I should only have 8. Oh, I've got 9 because the powder. Normally you only have 8 at this point, so you do have to, you do want to make sure you kill these earth elementals before you talk to the ogre and finish it. I'm going to pull out another summon. It can run distraction for me. Earth elementals can be scary at this level, especially if they're champs, but not a champ. I've got plenty of mana to burn, so I'm going to be using the regular version of Call Lightning. And I'm going to be getting Earth Grabbed. Piece of cake. Get your collectible. Not very good regular XP, but you know what? It was only 4 minutes long, and how much Reaper XP did I get for that? Just 227. I like to do this one, you know, when I'm playing Gingerspyce or, you know, my main tunes on my home server. I like to do these on R5, and we can usually run them through pretty quick. Okay, part 2. Let's try part 2 on R2. This will be the first R2 video. Now I get to embarrass myself. You know, I'm really at a point where, you know, like I said, I'm starting to step it up a little bit. I did an R2, I did an R3, and I'm really at a point where I feel like if I was with a group, I would feel very comfortable with doing, you know, like even like R4s and 5s. I'd want to be with a group that, you know, that was capable, but like if I, you know, I'd feel pretty good about that. Another way to say that is I wouldn't be scared to take this tune into R4s and R5s if I was with a group. Which I'm a little bit surprised about. Things have been going better than I expected. Been pretty happy with the performance, you know. Keep failing the shield wand. Oops. Spring's Resurgence and the 2 wands on the wolf. Spring's Resurgence and the 2 wands on the summon. And now I'm going to try to get a shield wand off. I don't think there's anything casting magic missile in here, but just in case. And I failed. There we go, finally. One shot. Well, I guess I hit him with the Salt Ray first. He got knocked over by the guard that comes with the new enhancement. Autumn Winds. Knockdown guard. Pretty cool. We don't need to go off to the left in this one. But this part's going to be scary on R2. Okay, maybe not. Especially when the other 2 don't aggro right away, huh? Okay, Mirage, don't get cute and try to go through those traps. See, the lioness did, and the lioness gonna die. That's okay. See how they're attacking the lioness, even though the lioness is dead? That didn't last long, but sometimes it does. And we'll tell Mirage to attack. Start moving. Earn your paycheck. And we're going to tell Mirage to sit still again. Be patient here, one at a time. You know, I see veteran players dying here all the time. And when your trapper gets impatient and dies in there because they failed their reflex save, well, that really sucks. Didn't I just say be patient and then I ran through 2 at once? Okay, gonna bring out another Summon. Better that that summon gets attacked than me. Another reason it's really important to be careful about that trapped bridge is there are no shrines in this quest, and you're only level 6, so you don't have raise spells yet, so you really want to try to make it through there alive. Earth grabbed. Champion. I'm very happy to range him down here. That is not a problem. Styxian. Suck it. I'm not doing the breakables. I don't think you can get breakables bonus in this one, but actually, I don't think you can in the first one. Maybe you can in this one. Not sure. Stoned with the petrifying runestone. Thank you. Go craft yourself some, because they're awesome. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna bring him up my girlfriend. She's gonna give me some mana. Hell yeah. Thank you, Leary. This is a great investment. The Black Friday sales are coming up. I hope this video comes out before Black Friday. Might be close, actually. I'm hoping... I haven't even made the trailer yet. I'm hoping to make the trailer in the next few days. I've actually started the trailer. I haven't finished it. Stone. Thank you, Petrifying Runestone again. I'm telling you that shit works on R10 mobs in heroics. So awesome. Doesn't work on Reapers. And Salt Ray doesn't work on Reapers. Yeah, I wish it did. But it can stun just about everything else. Like Reapers and Oozes, it doesn't. Might be a couple other random things. It doesn't, but being stunned like undead mobs and golems and all kinds of good stuff. I don't know what you're doing, Mirage, but why don't you come over here? I didn't mean to close myself in there, but that seems like it's probably a pretty good strategy, huh? Look at how slow he's moving because he's in the weeds. Woot! First R2 video of the series. Now you know I gotta do something higher than that. coming up here soon. Alright, that was cool. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. And if you have any questions about my build, you can respond to my build post in the Druid forum.